Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit. I am Elijah, and this is the message that the Lord God hath given unto me to give unto you, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. I'm going to tell you, read Zechariah chapter 4, verse 4 through 6. But the prophecy start with Haggai, and the Lord God tells the rebel, here's a rebel, I'm going to use you as a signet. Now that signet has gone forth. Malachi, just be patient. Malachi chapter 3, verse 1. Do I'll send my messenger, and he should I'll send my messenger, he should prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom you seek shall suddenly come to his holy temple. Even the messenger of the covenant whom you delight in, behold, he shall come. Malachi chapter 4, 5 and 6. Behold, I shall send Elijah to you before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the hearts of the children back to the father hearts back to the children. These are come and strike the earth for the curse. All of a voice, the apocalypse has begun. Malachi chapter 4, verse 4. Gotta go to Horeb, man. If you don't go to Horeb, you're not gonna know who you are, what you are, what type of power the Most High have given unto you. The many treasures, many gifts that's laid up there. Just telling you. Gotta go to Horeb, man. Gotta go to Horeb. All right. Now, dream all last night. He let me write down a couple of them I was able to get. There ain't nothing good. Ain't nothing good. I can tell you there ain't nothing good. All right. No, you're not God is. You serving just like I'm serving. You ain't serving the religions. Jehovah's Witness came to my house today. I was shocked. They came to my house. Because Ben started coming on this block. No, I guess they didn't get the memo, the ones who came today. No, one thing they had that he said right that no come from us. Because I asked him about who was Cain's wife. Then he said, well, had to be his sister. You know, Eve had more children. I said, yeah. And then I told him, say, well, I'm not going to tell you all of it to you, but then I told him who they were and the name was what and how they came about. Right. I didn't ask them because they come to you, they come to tell you. They don't want to hear nothing you got to say. I'm coming here to tell you. No, you come here and tell me that. I told him, say, well, no, he said some Timothy something. I said, go ahead and read it. Yeah, go read it. Say, I want you to read. No, go ahead and read it. And then he raised and said, no, I said, since just told him, since you gave me one, let me give you one. I told him, go to Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15. Then he read Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15. Same old stuff. Why? You know, that was done away with the law. The covenant was done away with at the cross. The Sabbath and the law was done away at the, man, listen at this damn fool here. Jehovah's Witness. And then we had a little conversation. You know, I think I tried to debate and all of that. Then he's going to tell me, well, let's disagree to disagree. I said, I'm not doing that. Disagree to just be disagreed. Why would I disagree with God's word? But anyway, no, Jehovah's Witness. And then I said, man, Christianity, Jehovah's Witness, Seventh-day Adventists, Mormon, Catholic, running them off the same thing I do all the time. And then I tell them, say, all that is man-made religion. And he couldn't wait to get away from me. Couldn't wait, let me get away from this. Now I told him, I said, man, I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Christian, and I don't go to church. I told him, I said, when I was in that Christianity, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I said, you sitting next to those people, and all those people, they're sitting there with sickness and disease, breast cancer, prostate cancer. Yeah, I just started telling the sickness and disease that they had. And no, he had a woman with her, and she got on all of his Azazel. No, she didn't say nothing. She kept her mouth shut. She know when they couldn't wait to get out that yard. Hurry up away from him. I don't know where he come from. No. Anyway, no, that's the time we're in. That's why we're saying these prayers for our people. Have mercy upon us, O Lord God of all, and behold us, and Send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hands against the strange nation. Let them see thy power. As thou hast sanctified us before them, be thou magnified amongst them before us. Let them know thee as we have known thee. There's no God but thou, O God. Show new signs, make other strange wonder. Glorify thy hand, thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation, pour out wrath, take away the adversary, destroy the enemy. Make the time short, remember the covenant, and let it declare thy wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed in rage of the fire. Let them perish that oppress the people. Smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say, hey man, that say, hey, there's no other but we. Now I can't embellish, can't do that. That there's no other but we. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together and harry them as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that are called by thy name, upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. O be merciful unto Jerusalem, the holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with the unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning. Raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward those that wait for thee, and let their prophets be found faithful. O Lord, hear the prayer of that servant according to the blessing of Aaron over that people, that all that dwell upon earth may know that thou art the Lord, the eternal God. All right. No, I'll get carried away sometime. All right. Let's go. You don't know my God. You don't know my God. Idolatry. All right. Today is a new day. Let's go. I don't know what they're doing. They still with the buffering and all that. Them people just know they hate y'all. Now I got something to say. I'll wait. No, Eli ain't there yet. All right. No, I saw Eli dream, saw my dream. Down's your dream. Yeah. No, nothing you can do. Just be patient. Just be patient. That we say, reward those that wait for thee, and let their prophet be found faithful. When the Jehovah's Witness came to the house, and they thought, I said, no, God sent you to me. Yeah. They was here, huh? Well, God sent them. No, you got so much with that. You have to wait. You just have to wait. Mm-hmm. That's all we can do is wait, be patient. I saw something today. I saw and heard today. We waiting on Belteshazzar. Now just be patient. Whatever he's gonna do it. I was listening to the video this morning. Ace, that's his name, Ace. Yeah. No, I listened to a few of his videos. Got another one. They got another young man. One is in the east and one is in the west. Right. And so I used to listen to them all the time. But this morning, the one that came across this morning was Argentina. Because he had me believing the same thing, that they ain't had no black people in Argentina. That was but I mean, they could say it all at once, but when we start investigating, we all know already that the Lord God said, I'm going to send Israel scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And that's how he did it on that slave ship. And scattered out through the four corners of the earth. And we everywhere. And so they was telling how they try to white out. You know, they killed a whole lot of Israel men in Argentina. And they had a bunch of women that left. Because you can tell when the devil's in play, dalliance. And you can tell it's when it's in play because that's what they want. They want our women. Always did, still the same way. Ain't nothing never changed. Right. And one time you cursing them and degrading them, and at the other time, at nighttime coming, nobody looking. Let me go to bed with one of them. Oh no, they're the best I ever had. My wife, she knows she just not gonna say nothing because I provide for her. I give her the money and everything that she needs. She ain't gonna say nothing. But boy, when I got ahead, that's where I'm going. Then they told a horror story. It's a horror story. He done 3 parts. Ace. Now listen to me. Before you be in Mexico, Brazil, and he does everything because he speaks Spanish real good. But he don't speak all because there's different Spanish that they speak. Right. And so they make it know because it's a big false. It's a lie. It's a huge lie. Because they want to make you think that white people, Esau, we can't say white people, Esau, them have been down there all the time, but that's a lie. And like Esau in America, that's another lie. That is another lie. Yeah. How Esau, we know what he did. We know what the prophecy stated and what it said. But anyway, so they had a bunch of them. He got a bunch of them together. And boy, he started telling it all. Yeah. He started telling it all. And they want to make it. Now they don't even consider them Argentinians. And those that say they're Argentinians, not Argentinas, because the true indigenous people there, but they try to wipe them out and take control of it. And they claiming that land to be their land, just like they do everywhere they go. Esau, right? Because they did the same thing in Brazil. They did the same thing. No, try to do the same thing in Mexico, wherever they go at. South America, North America, South Africa, Africa, wherever they go at, they do the same thing. Claim this our land, Canaan, Israel, Canaan, Jerusalem, claiming to be theirs. Everywhere Esau goes, they do the same thing. But what makes it so different about, the Eternal bless thee and keep the Eternal make his face to shine upon thee and give thee peace. Hear, Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord, and thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and all thy might. So what they did was, because they control everything. Remember, Esau controlled all. And so now they don't even consider them people. They don't, no. Now how you come over there, go over there, take control of everything. The Spanish, that's what they did. Take control of everything. And then you're going to tell the indigenous people, well, y'all not Argentinos. What? And then you go there and get the slaves and bring them over there. They've been born over there when y'all not Argentinos. Yeah. And then they act like, well, we don't have no black people over here. We have no Negroes over here. That is a lie. That is a lie. No, bro. They tried completely wipe them out. Right. And then they make them white because you know how it's gonna go. Fair skinned. They're gonna try to make them all fair skinned. And people, you can make them fair skinned all you want. They're still gonna claim to be what? I'm Israel. I'm black. Now we gotta get away from saying Afro-American. We can get them back saying Israel, who they truly are, because a lot of them think that's because that's what they did. They took us from our homeland and brought us through Africa and make us think that we from Africa when we from Canaan, we from Israel. Well, not Israel, well, Canaan, we from Jerusalem. All right. Israel, that's where we from. That's our land. That's our land. It's a big false. Now, if you don't understand that, go read now it's simple. Go read the Gospel of Nicodemus. Go read the Gospel of Nicodemus. They tell you what they did. You know, you got another one out there too. Also for your educated people. No, what is the letter to Pilate? No, it's right there. Let me see if I can find out. Yeah, he tells you where it's at. Let me see. I can tell you what the name of it is. Wait. Yeah, I don't know if it's in here, huh? It's not in this book. Wait a minute. It's in the Lord's book of the Bible. Yeah, the letter of Herod and Pilate. The Lord's gospel according to Peter. The gospel of no. Yeah, the gospel of Nicodemus. It's in there. All right, the letter to Herod and Pilate, those through the Lord's gospel according to Peter. What else they have up there? Yeah, the gospel of Nicodemus, called the Acts of Pontius Pilate. So go read it. That's in the Lord's book of the Bible. Go read it, man. You're gonna find out so many different secrets. And no. You ain't gonna have to worry about none of that foolishness they say. I ain't gonna have to worry about it. They're gonna say, well, now where does this foolishness come from that they've been feeding us all in many years? Well, anyway, get back to what was going on. So, and so, man, and boys, no, of course, they're beautiful women. Yeah, all shades. And that got people already all shades. And they telling how they do it and how they don't even claim. And that's in Argentina. And I always assume going by their narrative, because that's what you're going by their narrative. Diaspora. All right. No, because that's what they do. They try to wipe us off the face of the earth, but they couldn't do it. And so what they did a lot of things and still doing it. And boy, them women down there say, nah, we Afro. We African American, Afro, something they call themselves. But really, they Israel. And boy, once you find out they Israel, boy, they're going to be in big trouble. The people down there, because they don't belong down there neither. That land not for them. That land belongs to the indigenous people down there who they went and took advantage of and stole the gold and all that. And we're going to steal the gold and we're going to bring it back to Spain. That's what they did. No. They're not reading the prophecy. You got to read that prophecy, bro. Because the prophecy is God's word. All right. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the women of the people. Thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city and all that dwell therein. Woe unto him that coveteth evil covenants to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out the wall, and the beam out the timber shall answer it. Woe unto him that builded a town with blood and established a city by iniquity. That's what they did. It's still man taking so many advantage of because our women suffers the most. Because that's where we come from. And they see their child out there going through all that. And they know that she trying to tell them, baby, don't run behind all that. Because my mom used to tell that. And I'd be out there doing that foolish. And mom said, now why you go out and do that? Do you have food? Yes, ma'am. Do you have a place to stay? Yes, man. Do you have shoes? Yes, man. You have clothes? Yes. Then why you go out there and do something stupid like that? And I didn't know. And that's what I used to do, run behind money, things of this world, fornication, adultery, and all like that. Well, whatever. That's why I was running behind. Yeah, man. But our people, once our people find out they are Israel, because right now you claim to be something that you're not. You're not African American or Afro Puff or whatever, Afro anything. You're not African. You're Israel, and they have to find it out. Then everything gonna change for them. Everything gonna change. No, they're not ashamed. They're not ashamed. They're not ashamed to be Israel. They just don't know. They're not ashamed to be called African. They're not ashamed at all. To be black, they're not ashamed at all. But when they find out who they are, because that's why we're going there before we go to the other. Because all of it lines up. I had that in my dream today. Two Israel men thought I wasn't Israel because of my skin. They were shocked when I said the word I am. I was ashamed. I said it when I woke up. But I have to show the whole context of my dream. I would type it. All right. Afro South America, Afro Central America, I believe they are our people. Because they took us and put us slave all around the world. And they tell you how they got over there. Even here in America, most indigenous tribes in America, especially in Florida and California, well, Afro. Right. Now all I can do is give it to you as it's given unto me. No. Let me see. Oh, man. I told you, man, you put something about that. They know you got that blood moon coming. Okay. Got that blood moon coming. No. In the dream that I had, I dream all night. I don't remember all of them. All of them never come back. But this one, all the voice. And we was in New Orleans, and we was walking around the bayou and everything. Right. And they said, no, they said, come on, let's walk. And they said, we was walking through the area and called, an area called, I forgot him right now what the area was called. And the people walking called the Hummingbird Society. That's the people that was walking through the area. The people that we had in a group and everything, and he was walking around looking at the houses and slave quarter houses and stuff like that. And he called himself the Hummingbird Society. And he was walking through. No, we're gonna walk. And then he see what area he was walking through. And then he called himself the Hummingbird Society. But no, they were walking through because in New Orleans they still have it there. They have the mansion in the front and they have the slave quarter in the back. Right. And they had some of them had a lot of slaves. Because you're looking at what they call it down into the avenue. Now I really don't watch that. But I know how it was set up. And so they did it over there. They did it over here also. And the plantation, all this set up the same way. And it took a lot of people to run them houses. And they could do it because they were making money off the back of a slave. So when you hear John Hagen and the rest of them talking about we're gonna make America great again, on time America great, when they were stealing, robbing from Israel. They're still doing it now, but they're not doing it on such a large scale as they have done before. But they're still doing it. They never stop all over the world to do the same thing. And they walk in their big offices and gone to their mansions and driving their fancy cars and wearing their fine garment that come off the black back of Israel. That comes from off your back. When you see those pictures where the men skin then heal from where the master whip, where the whip of Satan had them hit their back. That's how they made it. That's what's still going on now. Oh no, but they're paying for it. That nation that enslaved you, that nation that evil entreated you, I would judge. Because we looking at America, but there are some spots in America they still like slaves. And then you got in those South American countries, Mexican and all that down there, they still got little pockets where them people know. They got something right down in Florida on them plantation down, sugarcane plantation. Some of them right down in Florida, they treat them just like slaves. And they better not say nothing, and they better not do nothing. The parents say, don't say nothing. And smack the child in the mouth. What you say? Smack him out. Don't say nothing to Mr. Charlie. Because they're scared Mr. Charlie might do something. But Mr. Charlie can't do y'all nothing. Only reason why y'all that way because they teaching you to fear the devil, who he is, because the devil is already in him. But you got to learn how to get out of that Christianity and all that foolishness, man. It's a hurting thing to see how people in that foolishness, and it's still killing them, and still bringing them down. They're still in that foolishness. You get what you deserve. Because just like the Lord God told me in the oral voice, I have given them Israel. Because I asked them, said, oh, Lord God, what about those people that have no clue about the vaccine and they're taking it and being greatly deceived? Oral voice, I have given them Israel. Just like that. Yeah. No, when you start fearing God, you don't have nothing, you don't have fear for nothing else. If I don't do this, God won't tell that will have no Father Adam. All that devil was doing and trying to get Father Adam to sin again. Couldn't get Father Adam to say, he tell you that, go read the book of first book of the Adam. He tried to get Father Adam to sin again. Father Adam was scared of God. He wasn't scared of no devil. No, Eve, come on, let's go in that cave. At least I'll be found. At least I'll break the command of God again. He went down in that cave. No, he was gonna break Satan kept on trying to get no, he got Eve to do it a second time. And that's in the Gospel of Bartholomew. Tell you how he got Eve to do it a second time. Yes, it does. Tell you how he got her to do it a second time. In that water. And Adam said, oh, Eve, you fell for Satan once again. Yeah. Before the Adam kept on trying to get back to the garden, kept on until they ate that food. And then when God fed them that food, it said, then they knew after God took their body and changed so what the egg could come out of them. And then they say, well, we know now we never have a chance to get back to God, but that's not it. Because he had already told them that the 5,500 year prophecy, they didn't know that. Anytime somebody say all that was done with at the cross, the people do not know the 500 year, 5,500 year prophecy. They don't know. They know nothing about Jesus. All they know was what their slave masters have taught them. That's all they know. All right. Just telling you, that's all they know. And when you try to tell them better than he don't know nothing, that's a damn fool. He don't know anything. And I'm trying to tell him about Jehovah. Yeah, you trying to tell him that, well, that you're not serving God, you serving Jehovah's Witnesses. That's not God. That's a man-made religion you're serving that. They don't hear that. I saw Jehovah's Witnesses stand on the corner trying to seduce our people today, and it gave me even more zeal. We are definitely in a war. Yeah. No, man. So what you gonna think? What doing them when our people in South America, because they had cell phones, What you think when that message go out and Michael, the whole angel, go tell them, now listen to that man. That man is telling you the truth. Right. So what you gonna have when they start listening and getting rid of everything that belongs to them and give all that, because we waiting for that. Give everything back what belongs to them and start obeying the voice, keeping the covenant, keeping the commandment, and start having dreams and visions just like you having dreams. What you think gonna happen? And that power kick in with them. Yeah. Lord already told you what's gonna happen. Now let's go somewhere. Let me go. All right, we're going to no, because I was listening to the women, and they was telling this story. All of them was telling this story. Yeah. And as they was telling the story, I know they didn't understand everything, but it wasn't a shame to see that they was African American that came over there on slave ship. Like we not ashamed to say it either. Well, we didn't know who we are, but now we know that we're Israel, and we tell them all the time we're Israel, we God's children. But I thought the Jews was God's chosen people. Uh-uh. The covenant, the Sabbath day was done away. The covenant, the laws were done away at the cross. That's what he told me today. I said, who told you that? Yeah, I couldn't crush him like I wanted to crush him. I couldn't crush him like I wanted to crush him. But man, I've been questioning. You know, they like to talk fast and try to, try to seduce you to that evil with the spirit. It's like, what I told him, I said, man, go ahead on, ask God if I'm telling the truth or not, and ask him if I'm telling the truth or not, and send you a dream that you should never ever forget. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to Job. No, Ace is his name. Yeah, Ace in Argentina. They got two of them. They got two. They got one that be in the Middle East, and then they got one that's over there in South America. We remember I had a dream about that already. Yeah, they're gonna send for many fishers, and they shall fish them. Then they're gonna send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them. All right. Oh, no, I don't worry about this. Yeah, that's the name of it. Black in Argentina. Black in Argentina. Argentina hidden black in Argentina. Because that's what they did. They hid them. Yeah, they hired them people. And then you go over there and say, well, there's no black people. Then they got, they got the people in Puerto Rico and all that. They don't want to be black. No, they don't like black skin. But they're going to love it when they're going to be loving it when it start happening. They say, oh, no. I'm black. I'm black. Oh, I'm Israel, please. Yeah. They got them right now. Don't say nothing about that. Yeah, hide. How people not going to be ashamed? No, people not going to be ashamed because that's what he said. Let me read that before I read Jared. No, because he told you that our people not going to be ashamed. Job chapter, second chapter, 27, where you can go read it all, but I'm not going to read it all. And you should know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else. And my people should say, and my people should never be ashamed. Yeah, so I say that, God, no. And they wasn't ashamed to tell them. And they tell me, I never knew that. Nobody don't never say nothing that. And I start looking up on my own. And I go places and they say, there ain't no black people in Argentina. I looked at that. I said, man, look how these done that. Our people down there. I ain't got another one I was going to read. 13th chapter. Zechariah chapter 13, that's it. 13 and 9. And I will bring a third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold. This is who y'all are. And they shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Lord is my God. Yeah. I don't care what they say. I'm telling you about what the Most High. No, I have more. I can't remember. If you bring it back to me, I'll do it. All right. Until reason zeal. Go look it up, Jerry. Get in the dictionary. The law of God said no, because zeal, and he said that I rule over zeal and not rule by it. When I first started off, Farrakhan said, now the brother have a lot of zeal, but no knowledge. That's what he said about me, Farrakhan. Yeah, the brother have zeal, but with no knowledge. All right, bruh. Farrakhan. Let him go ahead and take care of his prostate cancer. Let him do that. I was on the bus and I was at, it's already the same thing would happen to Muhammad Ali. Wasn't he one of those Muslims? And what happened to him? He shook to the day he died. Well, with a healing there, and we're with Allah. Allah is so great to them. It's a lie. Go look up Allah in the Hebrew dictionary and see what it come up. And in Hebrew, in Strong Concordance, see what come up. Allah, A-L-A-H, A-L-L-A-H, or A-L-A-W. Well, look it up. It's right there. Allah, it's going to tell you who he is. Yeah. Because it's the religions and the denominations to do what? Control poor people, to control the masses. And they have done that. No, if I'm serving a God, then why I gotta go get a M16 and shoot you? Why I gotta go get a MAC-10? Why I gotta take a neutron bomb and a nuclear weapon and hit you what? And destroy you what? If I got a goal. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the big lie, big false. I was on the bus and I was in the seat facing the other two Israel men. Very dark, and they had everything of this world on. And we was talking about something I can't quite remember, and somehow the N-word was brought up. Each of them said it first, and then I said, and they were shocked, and I could say it. And they asked me how I said that word, and I said, you want to see my father? And they both agreed, and I said, look at the picture. All right, so now look at the picture. So this for everybody. Look into the picture. That's in Popular Father Abraham. Look into the picture. It's God telling you to look in the picture. All right, see, look in the picture next to you, and both look at the picture of my dad where his face was 75%, and they're all, and my lighter face was on his right side, and his head attached to his face. And the picture was attached to the seat, and I said, you see, this is my seat. Next thing I remember, I was at some sort of function for another school, so he's learning something new again. And I brought inside, oh man, ketchup pack. And then I remember talking to a teacher who could comment on the ketchup pack, and I said, in my own other school, someone took a tomato and smashed on one of the teachers while it was in their car. And he did it openly. Now, remember, the ketchup, I guess you can make your own, but if you got one, look at one of them packets, and they got fructose corn syrup in it, and they got vinegar in it. And if you don't know what that, go get the Talmud and type in Abba Father and see what comes up. Yeah. All right, who committed it? Someone took a tomato and smashed on one of the teachers while I was in their car, and he did it open. Next thing I'm in an army camp. This was coming up. And I believe I am the leader of the platoon, and we're against the Russians. And I was telling everyone to hold their peace. All right, so this is going to happen. So we know all this is going to happen. All right, no, it's already started because you're fighting against fallen angels, fighting against some demons. We remember when the demons came down, Gog and Magog. And I told you that, I read y'all that dream. Yeah. Anyway. And I was telling everyone to hold their peace, but this one, Esau man, rebelled against my command and wanted to use force. And he said, I would be a better leader. I know how take out the Russians. All right. Now, no, don't fall for it. He has some sort of automatic weapon. As he was talking, I was looking at my blue automatic weapon, and it looked like through a scope, through a tunnel vision. So he got a new weapon. And when he finished talking and testing my authority as a commander, and I said to him, sternly, but not frantic or mad, that how I am the commander of peace, and he can be the commander of violence. I am the commander of peace, and he can be the commander of violence, and he can take care of the fight if he wish. And whosoever wants to go. And next morning, go type in this for you, Jared. Go type in. Well, it's for everybody. Look into the picture. But go type in leader and commander. Make sure you type in both of the words, leader and commander. Make sure you type in both of those words and see what comes up. See what's come up. That's in your dream and vision. No, because that's what he's showing you. That's why I tell you, when you look in your dream and vision, take your time, man. You don't have to do all that foolishness. Take your time. You got commander. So, I've got commander in my dream. And then type up commander. Right? And you was a leader in the dream, so type up leader and commander and see what comes up. No, everybody have that type of dream, but God trying to teach you how to read the dreams. Yeah, He trying to teach you. That's easy. Certain words is you don't have to change. Certain ways you do, some you don't. And type it in, see what comes up. Yeah. All right. Next morning, I wake up in a platoon and 3 Esau men bust in with swollen, puffy faces, talking about how the Russian posted them, and they didn't know what to do. And one of the men's face was so bad, his face was 3 times swollen than the normal. My face was the only one that was okay, but everyone else had swollen face. Freaking out, and then I woke up. All right. No, because TGJ was talking about that. Oh no, I can't remember. No, I can't remember what we were talking about. It's in the Legend of the Jews. That's where you'll find it at. Oh, I think that's in the book of Jasher. But the best way to do it is Legend of the Jews probably have it better. And when they went out to fight against the enemies, but they didn't have God on their side, and the enemies swamped them. So you can put that in there. And the enemies defeated them, Israel, because they had sinned. So you can type that in. That'll come up also. I think that will be in Joshua. I think it's in Joshua, in the Legend of the Jews. It's gonna come up, right? And how they lost the battle because they wasn't obeying God. So that's in that dream also, man. I don't want to tell you everything, man. Go ahead and read it because go ahead and read it because the dream is for everybody. All of us are leaders and commanders, so everybody can type that in. But also, it has some personal things in there. I guess all of us can type in the part. Because you also can know another thing, he left them to their own will, to do their own way. Because that's what's going on with a lot of them now. Say, I ain't listen to him. I'm going to do my own thing. Yeah. I ain't listen to him no more. I'm going to do my own thing. Right? I want money. I want fame. I want fortune. I'm going to do my own thing. And I don't say nothing, but I'm going to take a break. I'm going to sit this one out. Go ahead. Because you've been reading and studying all that time, you should know what's going to come up of that. Yeah, nothing good going to come out of it. Nothing good come out of it. Yeah. Because we not doing this, just like what I tell you about me, I'm not doing this because of me, I'm doing this because of all Israel as they scatter out through full corners. Why are you doing the same thing? You're doing it because of all Israel as they scatter out through corners. You're not doing it for money, you're not doing it for reward, you're doing it because obeying the voice, keep the commandments. Because of Israel, it's that time for us to become a people. But we already done that. Nation, our sovereignty, yeah. Let's let it go. Great energy, enthusiasm, and the pursuit of a cause are an objective. All right. So Jesus said, I rule over zeal and not rule by it. Yeah. Anyway, before God gave Israel a Torah, he approached every tribe and nation to offer them the Torah, that hereafter that they might have no excuse to say, had the Holy One, blessed be he, desired to give us the Torah, we should have accepted. And he went to the children of Esau and said, will you accept the Torah? And they answered, saying, what is written therein? He answered them, thou shalt not kill. And then they should say, will thou perchance take from us the blessing what our father Esau was blessed? Well, he was blessed. Say he was blessed with the words, by that sword shall thou live. And we do not want to accept the Torah. Yep. All over the world. That's how that is the prophet. And the prophets say that he shall rule the world. He shall rule, him and who? They're waiting on him. That's a dream I had. That's the second one. Wait a minute. I'll take the second one. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back for a minute or two. Anyway, all right. Strong concordance, zeal, religious zeal of men in the house of God for his people. All right. No, second dream, because we gone now. Because God didn't let me see that video for nothing. Those 3 videos I watched, and they were like 2 hours or more. But showing that our people are the situation that we think they're not in, they are in. Yeah, because we don't think that exists. No, because you just because you in America or one of those type of places. All right. And no, because it was talking about the blood blab that he was doing to the Haitians over there in Puerto Rico. That's on the other side of Haiti. They both of them on the same island, right? Both of them are slaves, but just one was Spanish, and the other one was French. Yeah, no, God gonna make them pay. But the French had already start paying for it. In Spain too, they're talking about how hot it is in Spain and how the trees and everything are not producing. Yeah, it's gone. No, they say that my people that you done that to. Oh no, it didn't start. I don't feel sorry for them. Did they feel that right now, the same people right now, if you was walking around a certain type of disease, they wouldn't feel sorry for them. No, I heard it when Hurricane Katrina had came to New Orleans, and no, some type of way, a branch hit me in my mouth, and some of that contaminated water got in the boy, made me so sick. And I still sick alone trying, and I was riding the car. And some say, boy, if you don't get up and go to the hospital, now I was in Christianity. Say, if you don't go get up in the hospital now, you're going to die. Just like that. So I went there, went to the hospital and everything, and said, well, you got some type of virus or something that you caught from waterborne thing. And, they isolated and stuff. So while I was there in the bed, you had the curtain closed, and I was on the bed, so you couldn't tell who's next door, if anybody was next to you. And they had this man up there. He and his son, this in Zachary, Louisiana. Zachary, Louisiana. And so in the hospital, it says, no, it's not a large hospital. You don't have to have a large hospital. It can be a few little buildings. They call it a hospital. They can do certain things there. And so the dad, obese. You can see the skin where it popping and everything from his obesity. And the son was in there too. Both of them he saw. And dad told him, say, that what George Bush did to them people, them black people down in, he didn't say black, he said, what George Bush done to them niggas down there in New Orleans, you should let all of them drown. You should let them all of them die. That's what he said. Then that woman bought him that Imogen dye that you got to drink for when you're taking an MRI. And she bought him that. Next thing I know, I remember that throwing his guts out. He was throwing his guts out, and I knew that was from the Lord. Yeah. So no, they still feel the same way. Because you don't feel that way, that don't mean all of them don't feel that way. No, it's easy. Keep watching. The chastisement already, the apocalypse have already begun. Just like he came to it, I'm coming to get you like I came and got you out the iron for the first time. I'm coming to get you out there like that again. These are 10 plagues I had prepared for the heathen beforehand. That nation that enslaved you, that nation that even treated you, I'm going to judge. So when I hear that, y'all ain't got to worry about it now. No, because they had only about a handful of black men. And their skin was not dark at all. And then they had some women, and some of them was dark, period. Right. And all of them claimed, no, they claimed their heritage, that what they know of. And they wasn't ashamed to claim it neither. Yeah. No, because you had the grandmothers, like they say, grand, and they go back and they told you what they did to them. Right? They had a war going on, and they was try to wipe out, which we know they couldn't do it, but they killed a whole lot of black men. Yeah, they killed a whole lot of them. They tell you they did. And so the women told them, don't say nothing about it. But no, because remember, all they got to do, just like us, all we had to do is repent. Because that was in the dream. That was in the dream that had, all right, look, well, they never tell you the other dreams that have came to pass. So yesterday, remember I told you about that clear rod that they was using? So God showed me that yesterday. I went and watched 60 Minutes. In 60 Minutes, they showed the same rod that we had in our hands, but it was smaller. And I said, that's that rod I had in a dream and vision. It was they went to in the jungle. It might have been South America. And they went by them bats. And they went in the jungle and you can see the little rod they used to get the saliva out the bat. Yeah, and see what type of disease coming next. I said, that's the rod I had in my dream. And so I saw that. I said, uh-oh. No, because remember the man said that he was going to kill me. I'm going to kill you. All right, so when he said he's going to kill me, what the Lord God said? Book of Revelation, that what he wanted to happen to you, going to happen to him. And that's what happened. Then you had the other two men that was what, man? There was angels. Right, and remember, the angels calling up on high, seeing how I use it and put it on him. So I told you he had that white film, the same white film I've seen before. Go listen to one of my videos when I told you the apocalypse had begun. I told you about the dream and vision, how that white had been covered everything but the top, and just had a little bit left at the top. And they said when you try to get rid of this inadvertently, the apocalypse had begun. All right, so that's what he was down there. I told you he was down there wrapped up in that same white film. And he said the same thing, I'm going to kill you. Yeah, and all three of us had to ride, and we was walking away with it. But the same thing he wanted to kill us with. Because that's what they're doing. Now they never stop spraying the chemtrails. So I texted that to somebody this morning. They never stopped. They had found a way to make the chemtrails look like the sky. It's on YouTube. Yeah, man, that boy said, see, they ain't doing it now. Because them farmers and things have cattle and stuff, and they eat salt, but they having a rough time. Them leaders don't care about now. All them leaders care about their money and keeping Israel down. We're gonna try to, we can't kill them, but boy, we're gonna do our best. That would be done. So I saw that dream. Then Eli dream. I told you there was something missing in Eli's dream. They had a bridge, a walking bridge that collapsed, and all them people went in that water. Yeah, they didn't say how many died so far. Yeah. No, you can see the grass and everything growing back, how that water then receded, how that water been drying up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just telling you, I'm dreaming. That's why I say try to look in your dream, try to get close and try to remember much as you can of that dream. Yeah. So they showed that Eli dream yesterday. This morning I saw it. Well, so all your dreams come to pass. They show a Dollar dream when she went in the alley and she saw the dog. The first dog looked like he was malnourished, and she went in the alley. So they showed that. They showed that when the people got crushed in that alleyway, a whole lot of them. Because I know I said it, right? If it looked malnourished, but they have another thing to that. So if they crush, how they look if they're being crushed to death? Wouldn't that look like they've been malnourished also? Yeah. That's why I say try to get close. Obviously, but I can't do it. Because all I'm going by what you say, you're the one who saw the dream. And if you don't describe it exactly like you saw it, exactly the colors and everything like you saw it, all I can do is go by what you tell me. So that's why when y'all hear me try to explain my dream to you, I try to get much as information as I possibly can to y'all. Okay. Because it like I told you about look like a glass rod, long glass rod. No, once I saw that, I understood it would mean. Yeah. Well, we know 3 plagues is coming. That they try to do it unto us, they're gonna go and they're gonna be done to them. And they're huge because the rod, the same little swab that they use was small, but the ones I saw was large. And so we have, well, if it's large, then that means it can be spread out way, way, way much more area. So we'll see. We'll see if it comes to pass or not. All right. That's what they're doing in Pennsylvania. The farmers are selling out their land for money for the people who buy it. And large corporation and warehousing, the famine that's going to be here is going to be bad. There's so much farmland being bought up. So let's stop right there. Right, that's a design plan. It's not going to help them because all you have to do is go. No, you can go to both of them. Go to the Book of Jasher, Legend of the Jews. Right, I don't know if it's in Jubilee. King Joseph. And then it asked King Joseph. No, the Pharaoh asked King Joseph and said, "Then Joseph, did you tell the people to stock up?" And the people say, "Yeah, we stocked up. We stocked up and we did all that. But still the boss got in and infected it." And Joseph bought all the lands and everything. Yeah. Go read it. Go read it. Anyone got it in there where he did that. Yeah. And that's what King Joseph did. Let's go. I mean, you know, if I'm lying, you could easily say, "Man, now you know that didn't happen." Because they're going to go to the Holy Bible. Let's go see if that is in the Holy Bible. Yeah. It's not going to help them. I know, but let's go see. Now, I just finished reading to you. Well, let me read it to you again so you'll know. All right. We're going to, well, you can go to Zechariah chapter 13. It's in there. Zechariah chapter 13, but we're going to the first one. Job chapter 2, verse. Now we're going to go all the way down to, I'm not going to read all, verse 18. Job 2nd chapter, verse 18. Then will the Lord be jealous for his land and pity his people. Yea, the Lord will answer and say unto his people, "Behold, I will send you corn and wine, oil, and you shall oil. And ye shall be satisfied therewith. Now will no more make you a reproach among the heathen," because right now we are a reproach among the heathen. "But I remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive into a land barren, desolate, with his face towards the sea, the east sea, and his hind paws towards the utmost sea. And his stank shall come up. He shall be dead. If that stank coming up, he is a dead man. And his ill savor shall come up, because he had done great things," right? Because he already told that nation that enslaved, I don't want to judge. These are the 10 plagues. "Fear not, O land, be glad and rejoice, for the Lord will do great things. Be not afraid, you beasts of the field, for the pasture of the wilderness do spring. For the tree beareth her fruit, the fig tree and the vine do yield their strength." So that's a people, right? Okay, I'm just telling you. "Be glad, you children of Zion, and rejoice in the Lord your God, for he had given you the former rain moderately, and he will cause to come down for you the rain, the former rain and the latter rain in the first month." Oh, in the first month. All right. No, we're not going to say. "And the floor shall be full of wheat, and the fat shall overflow with wine and oil. And I'll restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten, the cankerworm, the caterpillar, the palmer worm, my great army which I sent among you. And you shall eat in plenty and be satisfied, and praise the name of the Lord your God, that had dealt wondrously with you, and my people shall never be ashamed. And you should know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I am the Lord your God, and none else, and my people should never be ashamed." Because that's what they're telling you right now. No, God's going to chastise the people. They're going to be given to us. "And it shall come to pass after that I pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions." because it's more to, because if you listen to Christianity, no. Because if you really listen, you say, I'm going to pour out my spirit out. So when you hear, because that rains on the just and on the unjust. So if you unjust and you pour out the spirit, what type of dreams and visions should you have? Because I used to have those type of dreams and visions also. Yeah, it was nothing good. And I was glad, so, oh man, I'm glad that was a dream. Oh, yeah. I'm just telling you. All right. All right. Anyway. And so, and also upon the servants, upon the handmaids, and those there I pour out my spirit. No, because that's what I'm saying. And it was showing that in Argentina, and all the women, there had a few men there, but most of them was women. And the women had these sons, adult sons, that now you can see what they, and they was telling about during the time of slavery that all they had to eat was entrails. Pig guts. No, we did the same thing. They called them chitlins. And boy, they good. Ooh, you find somebody that know how to really clean them and do the right thing. Oh, boy, they taste something good. All right. You know, I'm not going to eat that. Well, you reading the wrong book. When you hungry, and I mean really hungry, and that family really take hold and you not of the Most High God, go read and see what you're going to be eating. All right. Because we have to forsake our God, and we had to eat that. You know they made it taste good. Man, right now in Louisiana, they used to give suppers. And it's supper where every Friday they go prepare and they'll sell a supper. And they'll have fish, catfish, trout, whatever type of fish. They'll have gumbo. And well, they say not everybody's gonna have chitlins, but if they say they have chitlins on a menu, you better get there bright and early. You better be there waiting at the door when they finish. I'm just telling you. I did like everybody else. Man, I eat that stuff, man. You see how that stuff smell, man? I ain't even messing with that. Yeah. No, man, just try it. Just try one little piece, man. That's all. If you don't like it, spit it out. I tried and I didn't spit it out. No, because after a while, because you can smell you can smell the feces being cooked. You can smell it. You can smell it. Because it always leaves something. That's why when you see these people selling that purified water and they purify that water, that's how I know stuff be left in that water. There's stuff left in that water. Man, come on, bro. If I tell you how chitlins are cooked and they call themselves cleaning and you still can smell the residue where they had said they cleaned it there. All right. Don't take a lot. All it take is one time. Now somebody had a dream about that, where the water was contaminated. Oh, they was contaminated. Come on, man. Somebody had a dream about that. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. But anyway, and so no, then somebody taught me how to cook them, so they won't have that smell. Yeah. No, bro. No, bro. But anyway, I'm just telling you. No, they have. I know y'all not into album covers or nothing, but if you can find some of them old album covers, go get Back to the World album cover. Dog, you ain't got to buy it. Just look inside Curtis Mayfield Back to the World album cover. And when you open up the cover, you see our people buckets standing in this line. And at first, I didn't know what it was at first. And then somebody could come from Chicago. And Chicago have a whole lot of slaughterhouses. And they were standing in line at the end of the day to buy what they used to throw out. Because when I was coming up, they used to throw away the chicken necks and the chicken wings. No, nobody ate that. They didn't eat the chicken necks and the chicken wings. They ate everything else. And we used to eat that. Because I used to go buy a 21-cent chicken neck sandwich for 21 cents. Oh, no, it was good. It wasn't good. All right. And so they wouldn't, that was throwaway. The wings and the chicken neck. All right, but our people didn't do that. Our people cook the wings, fry the gizzard, fry the liver. It only cost 21 cents for a liver sandwich. A good gizzard sandwich might cost 25 cents for that. Right, and a chicken wing sandwich might be a little more, might be 25 or 30 cents for that. But they threw all that out in there. Right. And so we used to eat that. And then during the time, no, just tell me what they do. I mean, come on, bro, I'm not that young. And he used to tell me that we used to go to the slaughterhouse and they threw the pig. They used to throw away the head, everything, and all they used to kept was the choice post, the ham. No, all that ham hocks and all that, you throw all that away, bro. Right, and they used to just have the ham. Used to keep the ham, and now people used to be after the slaughterhouse, go there and pay a few little nickels and buy all that. And do like all everything else they do. They come in the ghetto, take that from what you in the ghetto and find a way to go mass market it. Yeah, when you need a new fashion idea, they go in the ghetto. Let's go see what they done throw together and what they wear. And they come in the ghetto and see what that little girl done put on and throw together. That's what we gonna do. Yeah, just like scooters and all that come from the ghetto, man. And you got so much that come from the ghetto, bro. Yeah. I'm telling you, you come down there, what they call a ghetto, but it wasn't a ghetto, just they put a bad tag on us. Because you might go in and both look, apartment complex look the same. But since it's not their apartment complex, they put well, that's the ghetto. That's the slum, right? No, because what they really be doing, they be downing themselves, but not knowing that they down themselves. Because if you got people that you treat like that, what that says about you? Well, both of y'all live in the same country, y'all live in the same lane, but if they live in you the leader, you the government and senators and all like that, and you have these people living down like that you supposed to be over. What that says about you and your leadership quality and your leadership ability. Just a question. Well, anyway, yeah. But so anyway, let's get back to it. And so now, just like my dad told you, my dad came there and said, "Come here, son." And he went there. I don't know where he got the pig ears from, boy. He brought them pig ears. Oh, did I feast on them pig ears? I didn't know they tasted that good. Pig ears, I eat those pig ears, daddy. Daddy cooked them pig ears. The best, no. And then they used to throw away the chicken feet. When they buy the chicken feet, one day they cook them chicken feet. I say, man, yeah, because they came up. They always tell you about the time in '29, but they had before that time in '29. Yeah, they don't call it that no more. A depression. They don't call it that no more. They call it a recession now. Yeah, but the time in call it 19 something. They had one, and he was telling me about it. They took the potatoes and they made potato flour, and he was showing me all that what they did. Yeah. And that was Eli's dream, Jared, about the bridge collapse. I told you he had something missing in that dream. Yeah. Well, sharks mean death. Sharks do mean death. So I said, man, y'all gotta try to start reading your dreams, start looking at it more closely. Yeah, take another look at it. Don't think about what could it be besides what you think it is. Yeah. All right. Somebody, they had an explosion, they had two explosions in Somalia, I think it was. 2 explosions. Yeah. Say, well, 100 and so people. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all seeing these things and y'all just not saying, just like Adana just saw them people getting crushed in that lane, but it's just how she presented it. Right. They say the dog was malnourished, but if somebody get crushed, how they gonna look? Are they gonna look like they're malnourished? Why you show them how they gonna look? Anyway, let's continue on. No, because she said, and the other dog that she was gonna feed, a obese woman, came and fed that dog. Right. But if you have obese people against these other people, little small people, what they gonna do? They gonna crush them. I'm just trying to tell you, God showing it to us, but we not reading the dreams like we supposed to be reading. Anyway, let's continue on. So let's get back to it. And so, no, because when you go read about the 7-year famine, they told you what they was eating, what they started off eating, and then at the end, they was eating one another's arms. Right. They got a movie, The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. And that woman on there said, what you talking about? If I have to cut off my right arm and feed you, I would do that, girl. Yeah, so they tell you what's coming. Demons and devils on the movie. Yeah. Oh, let's see. The other dog back legs was paralyzed too. That would happen when they got crushed. See, I was saying we got to. Anyway, let's continue on. All right. So the woman in Argentina that was talking about what they had to eat because of the because of the people that wanted to rule over and be masters over them. Yeah. We have God, and the only reason why the law of God deals the way that He had done us during that time because we refused to repent. But we're gonna read about it. We're gonna get more deep into it. No, because time is getting short, and this time next week, yeah, this time next Monday or next Sunday. Oh no, when it get 3:21, we're gonna be wrapping it up because really gonna be 4:21. Remember the hour, the time will go back out. All right. This is what He said though, because you got a blood moon coming now. Yeah, you got a blood moon. I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. Because I just saw a pillar of smoke. I saw a white cloud going up. And that's a pillar of smoke. All right, blood moon, death. Yeah. The sun should be turned to darkness. See, the sun should be turned to darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord comes. So, well, we already know we're seeing blood moon. Now we're talking about when the sun goes dark. Oh, no, it's going to go dark. I didn't see it. And it shall come to pass. Some of y'all saw it also. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be delivered. On the name of the Lord shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord has said, and the remnant whom the Lord shall call. And so we are the remnant, and He calling us. I'm not worried about all that foolishness, man. You go, I don't care. I don't care one person. They say only one person watching me. Well, that's what God wants. Only that one person to watch me. Yeah. Because if I start begging for money and start putting those commercials on there, oh man, wait, how did he get 5 million people over one night? Yeah. How you get that many followers in one night? That'll do. I listened to Craft the Aim. I listened to Craft the Aim video. She got about 4 or 5 commercials in her video, just like Ace has in this video. But his video is like an hour long. Her video is like a half an hour. So yeah, got all those commercials in there. For the money. She's doing it for the money. And don't think God gonna repay her for that. Well, how does he do this? I repay you according to your works, according to your deeds. Because he's gonna say, well, God, didn't I prophesy in your name? Didn't I write no, didn't I write those books in your name? That's what he's gonna do. All right, now let's go. Going on to the lesson. I don't care what they say about me. What you want me to do? God, I just like in the dream I just finished telling you. When they try to do us something, it's going to happen to them. All right. We're about to get into some whole lot of, because we know if y'all done read Paul of Judah before, well, I'm just regurgitating the same thing we talk. No, they're going to have something new, because every time we read something, we know, well, how many times y'all done read something, and every time you read, you saw something new. All right. Well, we're doing that now. And then remember, when you go read those books again, you get blessed again. Yeah. The testament of Judah, the fourth son of Jacob and Leah. Now, this is us. We're definitely Judah, because he told you, I'm going to scatter Judah out to the four corners of earth. And even if they're one of the other tribes, they will be called Judah. Because that's what they tried to do. When you saw those people in the Holocaust, and they put that yellow, because it's less of magic, they put that yellow star on and wrote Judah in it. That's why they did that. All that was a design plan. Because you got to find out who benefited. When that happened, after that war, who benefited from it? Because whoever benefited from then, they still benefit from it now. Just like who put us in slavery then. All right. No, who took advantage of us then, they still take advantage of us. Well, y'all in slavery, but y'all the children of them that put us in slavery. That's what he said. Just like those people in Argentina right now. Yeah. Well, we didn't put y'all in slavery, but y'all the children that's keeping us in slavery. Y'all the children that keeping us in bondage. Y'all the children that still won't recognize us. All right, but they got to say, they can't say they're Argentine. Don't say that. I can tell you all the time. You're not African American. Stop saying that. You are Israel, God's chosen people that he scattered through full corner of earth and put you in bondage. Because they're going to have a lot of them say, no, I never was in no slave, but how did you get over here? Well, they told me you go to Louis Gates. And they go to Louis Gates. Well, he was never in bondage. As people came from European theater in this time, and all that foolishness. And he's sitting up there. Boy, I can't wait till it's over. I got more money than I'm put in my account now. And I'm get more fame. Louis Gates. Bunch of foolishness. They had Conway West on that. Well, we're going to have banks and we're going to do this. I hear you, Conway. They calling me Black Moses now. That would Kraft hands say, yeah, he Black Moses, truly is Black Moses. I hear you. Just telling you, they call Isaac Hayes Black Moses too. What do you think Isaac Hayes is that? Oh no, just a question. All right. No, we're gonna become bankers, and we're gonna buy banks. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna lessen the wealth gap. When you lessen that wealth gap, you know all that you make, all that gold, you silk. Because I seen the people now bragging up on it. Oh well, we done found out how to find the gold and mine the gold. Yeah, and we done digged up billions of dollars worth of gold. I just want one question. How much of that you was able to take with you when you shut your eyes? When you died, how much of that you was able to take with you? That's a question. All right. I don't know. I'm living a long time. Adam lived 970 years, and what happened to him? He died. Then they go down to so-and-so lived 967 years. What happened to him? He died. And he lived 708 years, and what happened to him? He died. He lived 500-something years, and what happened to him? He died. And he lived 300-something years, and what happened to him? He died. And he lived 220-something years, and what happened to him? He died. And he lived 120-something years, and what happened to him? He died. And how much of that stuff, gold, silver, and all that he accumulated, how much of that he was able to take to him in the afterlife? How much? A copy of the words of Jude, because Lord God already told, we're going to read it again. No, that ain't helping you. All that money and all that prestige and those accolades that you receive, it's not going to help you do nothing. Not one thing. All right. The copy of the words of Judah, what things he spake to his sons before he died. They gathered themselves together. Therefore came to him, and he said to them, hearken, my children, to Judah your father. That's what we're supposed to do, because that's who our father is, Judah. All right. You don't think Judah your father? You the man one, God said, I'm going to send you in slavery. I'm going to get all that out your heart, all that proud, arrogance, boastful, and I'm this, and I can do that. You're going to get all that out your heart. That's what he did for me. It's a good thing. That was, no, well, let's go to our father, King David. Well, he was Judah. And what did he say? Before I was afflicted, I had went astray. But since thou hast afflicted me, now I keep thy statutes. Same thing happened to me. Before he afflicted me, I went astray. All right. No, he didn't send you to slavery for your good. I mean, he didn't send you to slavery for your bad. He sent you to slavery to your good, because we read that already. Go read the last chapter, the first book of Adam and Eve. Go read the conclusion. 7 generations you should be enslaved. Then read 7 generations you should be enslaved. Then go back and read the 7th generation of Cain and find out why he did this. Why he did this, right? You go to King Solomon, he tell you why he did it. King, I just told you, King David. All right. Hearken, my children, to Judah your father. I was the 4th son born to my father Jacob. And Leah, my mother, named me Judah, saying, I give thanks to the Lord, because he given me a 4th son also. I was swift in my youth, and obedient to my father in everything. Obedient to his father in everything. Yeah. And I honor my mother and my mother's sisters. And it came to pass when I became a man that my father blessed me, saying, thou should be a king, prospering in all things. And that's who we are. Jesus told us we are kings and priests, and we prosper in all things. But remember how that came about. The blessing of our father Jacob. And boy, did he bless us. But they had a stipulation. And y'all, we're doing a stipulation. Now, know when our people, the same people here saying, and all you didn't talk about how they hate us, and they doing this, and that same people gonna come down there and be kneeling and bowing before y'all truly are the servants of the Most High. Y'all truly God's chosen people. Y'all are Israel. Y'all truly are God's people. You're gonna be walking around. Your holy angels gonna be with you. They're not gonna be able to see you, but you might be able to see you. And then your face. I look at myself today on that camera. I said, "What is that?" Yeah. No, that's how God put it. I ain't had nothing to do with it. The ones on YouTube, I ain't had nothing to do with it. God did that. All right. No, I never seen it before. I looked at it today though. And no, thou should be a king, prosper in all things, and that's how we are doing now. When I repent, I start prospering. No, my first time, I was prospering in everything. The next thing you know, I went into Adventism. I went into Christianity, lost it all, gave it away. Didn't lose, I gave it away. Here, I want to be an Adventist. I want to be a Jehovah's Witness. That's what you did. That's what you did. You said, come on, this is what you got to do. Yeah. Now we want you to give us money. Yeah, we want you to give us silver and gold, what we gonna call tithes and offering, so that I can give you more money. So God can give you more money. So our God can give you more. That's what they told you. That's what I did. Does that make any sense? I don't give you money so I can get more money. Sound like a pyramid scheme to me. That's just me. I didn't see that at first, but I repented. And the Lord showed me favor in all my works, both in the field and in the house. Because God want to do the same thing for us now. Show us his favor in the field and in the house. No. We got idols in the field and in our house. So you want God to bless the evil and wicked thing you got on all that, everything of Ezekiel from the head to the toe. And you want God to bless that. That's what you want God to bless, the evil and wicked thing. I did. I want him to bless that. That's why I was running to the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Yeah, God gonna bless me because I'm an Adventist. Yeah, go get away from me. I'm more holy than thou. I am an Adventist. No, I have this type of degree. I work at this type of job. I drive this type of car. I wear this type of cologne. No, it's a poor mouse that have only one hole to go into. My mom always told me to keep two men handed just in case. Man, you got so much stuff our people are doing. There's no faith in that. Where's the faith in that? No faith in that. All right. I know that I raised a hind and caught it and prepared the meat for my father. And he did eat, Father Jacob. And the roles I used to master in the chase and overtake all that was in the plains. A wild mare I overtook and caught it and tamed it, a horse. No, also I'll listen to the. Now they're not doing like when I was in my coming up young man in the 20s, and he was talking about Florida State, and they used to go there and recruit the children that was running. I was now that I'll get to you later. I told you later. No, you go ahead on lay down. All right. No, because you're supposed to be past that stage of feeling sick and flu. That's now. No, that's not that type of sickness. No, that's not no body sickness there. I know that type of sickness. All right. No, I know that type of sickness. All right. Anyway, because you just kept the new moon. If you kept the new moon, you're not supposed to be sick. That's a different type of sickness. Let's go. I know from yesterday, Donna. Just don't make me get into it because I already know. Yeah. I know you don't want to get into it with me, and I ain't trying to get into it with you, but I know. All right. And so, because they used to go there, they said they used to go recruit all the guys used to be in the cane field chasing down rabbits in the cane field. And that's the one they used to go recruit. They were just that fast. Yeah. No, I came up in a way like that. Not coming out the projects, as they would call the projects. We used to run on glass. Barefoot on glass. You know how fast you got to be to run barefoot on glass and never get cut? Never get a piece of glass caught in your foot. All the time. The whole summer, that's what we're going to do. We're going to run on this glass. That's what we did. And never get caught. Never get cut. I'm telling you. All right. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. A wild mare I overtook and caught and tamed it. I slew a lion and plucked a kid out of his mouth. I took a bear by his paw and hurled it down the cliff, and it was crushed. I outran a wild boar, and seasoning as I ran. I tore in sunder a leopard in Hebron, leap upon my dog when I caught it by the tail, and hurled it on the rocks, and it was broken in twine. I found a wild ox feeding in the fields, and seasoned it by the horns, and whirling it around and stunning it. And I cast it from me and slew it. Yeah. My neighbor, I was the king of a manhunt. King of a manhunt. Hid and seek. Nobody could catch me. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I say. I shouldn't be sick. My head, my neck, and my knees. Let's go. No, I can't talk to Donald right now. All right. So no, that's not a sickness. That's not that type of sickness. Let's go. They got a documentary about Bo Jackson. And they pump up Bo Jackson like he is so special. Right. And no, I can't take nothing away from him on what the things that he did. But when you raised up like I was raised up, everybody did that. Everybody did that. They played football, basketball, baseball, track, and they was good at it. Excellent at it. Need to go find out. No, they don't do that no more. They don't do that no more. Right. That's how we came up. No, I'm not gonna tell his secrets out, but that's why they had to get rid of them projects because they was no, they the best athletes that where they came from those type of areas. But we didn't. When I was in there, everybody went running. There's some that were running around the athletes and stuff like that. But no, they didn't. Everybody didn't want to be athletes. Yeah, so you got some of the most highly intelligent people that in some fields and everything. And tell you, well, I came out this project, right? They be something else. All right. And when the two kings of the Canaanites came, sheeted my armor against our flock. Much people with them single-handed, I rushed upon the king of Hazor and smote him on the greaves and dragged him down. So I slew him, and the other came up, Tapu, as he sat upon his horse. I slew, so I scattered all his people. Now this is our father Judah. This is in your DNA. You got other things in DNA. As the time went on, you have all the 12 tribes in your DNA. Well, why would you want to contaminate that with Esau? This is a question. You have all of it in you. Because over the years, that's why the Lord God told you not to mix with nobody else, because he had a plan for you to get all our DNA mixed, and we have all each other DNA mixed, and we have a piece of everything. And we do. Oh, yes, we do. Yeah. That was a design plan. But our father knew everything because he told you that. I got the paper right here. Go Legend of the Jews, page 2. No, Legend of the Jews. Legend of the Jews, page 286. 286, 285. Page 285. Page 286. Yeah, 285 and 286. So that's where it's at. The second, I've got the second tablet, huh? I don't know how this thing works. Oh, man, second tablets, huh? Yeah. The second tables or second tablets. And yeah, 285, 286. Anyway, so no, well, because our people was good at everything. Yeah, everything, even in education. So if you see one of our people is a doctor, a lawyer, something, believe me, they need 2, 3, 4, 5 times more smarter than their counterpart. Yeah. They try to, many as they could, they try to turn us away from that field. Yeah, those type of fields. Oh no, I was one of them. They did it to when these go read. No, it's a movie called The Learning Tree by Gordon Parks. It's in there. It's in Malcolm X. Yeah, it really happens. It happened to me. It really happens. Right. And they, don't worry. I mean, they're paying for everything now. So you know, they're still doing some of y'all children that right now today. Some of y'all children. Yeah. No. I slew it, so I scattered all his people. This kings he did battle. Achor the king, a man of a giant stature, I found hurling javelins before and behind as he sit up on horseback. Because I seen that in the movie. Yeah, he go like this here, it was like a cartoon. He'd go that way. No, I know I saw that. I saw that in an Asian movie. Yeah, I saw Shaq uh, Yao Ming, and Shaq was telling Yao Ming something, and he was doing. Tomorrow I'm gonna do it. Today it's not the day. And so Shaq was doing that, and Yao Ming thought he was teasing him. And Shaq said, "Man, I'm not teasing you. I did that because I used to watch the movies every Saturday. Every Saturday, that's where I'm at, parked in front of that television. About 1 or 2 o'clock in the evening, watching all the kung fu movies. Yeah. And they'll be talking, and the sound had to catch up with what they were saying. Right. Then on Sunday, go watch the movie for 25 cents. I know this, I know. 25 cents, go watch the movie. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. And so I took up a stone 60 pounds. Now you know how big a 60-pound stone is? Right, 60 pounds weight, and hurled it and smote his horse and killed it. And I fought with this other for 2 hours and cleaved his shield in twine. And I chopped off his feet and killed him. And as I was stripping off his breastplate, behold, 9 men and his companions began to fight with me. And I wound my garment. I wound my garment on my hand, and I slung stones at them and killed 4 of them, and the rest fled. All right. No, because when man, you talking about children around other children, boy, and no, because got some people that was born and raised in that situation. I wasn't there. I came from a middle class community, one of those type of communities, black community, right? And houses and partying and doing all kinds of stuff into that type of situation. And so they teach you know, it makes you everything. It do everything. Right. You be honing your skills. They already have the skills. You the one coming in there. And boy, they be wearing you out because they're experts. Yeah, they're experts at spinning top, shooting marbles, slingshot experts, pop gun experts. Yeah. Doing pick expert, playing jacks expert, playing ping pong expert, shooting pool experts. That's how they was. Playing basketball, football. Oh boy, they did it all because you around a bunch of children. Yeah. Anyway, so that's when you grow up in that type of environment. Because you growing in that type of environment, one want to be the best than the other one, and they have good competition. Yeah. But anyway, so like you said, I slung stones at them and killed four of them and arrest three. And Jacob, my father, slew Belshazzar, the king of all the kings. So his father, now you know father Jacob, how he was. Yeah, man, they taking that thing. Them children now, they're so soft, and all them children want to do is play on their computer and be obese and come to a certain age, they're sick as a dog because they never done anything outside. Yeah, and they on the computer and everything. That can help you when the famine and drought and all that. You think the computer and stuff might help them during the famine and drought? That ain't gonna help them. Yeah. If you want to eat, you better go out there and plow. If you want to eat, you better go out there and plant something. Yeah. You went and plant. And Lord shall be seen over them, and his arrow shall go forth as the lightning. And the Lord knows, this is Jared dream. Yeah. And the Lord God shall blow the trumpet and shall go with the whirlwinds of the south. And the Lord of hosts shall defend them, and they shall devour and subdue with sling stones. And they shall drink and make a noise as though as through wine, the spirit. And they shall be filled with like bowls in the corners of the altar. Yeah. That's who y'all are. No. Anyway, let's continue. Now, this is our father Judah telling us. This is in y'all DNA also. Yep. Anyway, 12 cubit tie. It was 12 cubit tie. Our father Jacob. So they don't never tell you about father. Now this father Jacob war. No, they don't never tell you too much about father Jacob war. And they tell you about him fighting the angel. Right. And they tell you how so much he was afraid of Esau. Mm-mm. You know why he was afraid of Esau? Because Esau was a killer. He was a murderer, and he didn't want to, because he didn't want to murder his. He didn't want to be a murderer of his brother, and he tried this like our father Abel. He didn't want to murder King. He tried his best, and Cain begged for his life and said, "Oh, let me up, let me up, let me up. I don't leave you alone." As soon as father Abel let him up, then he went behind father Abel back and slew him. And so father Jacob made a promise to his mother Rebecca. Yeah, and no, he couldn't make that promise to Isaac because Esau was the apple of Isaac. But father Abraham and father Rebecca saw Dad and Esau, and Father Jacob didn't see it Father Isaac didn't see it till the blessing came on Father Jacob. And then he saw Esau in hell. Yeah. He said, who feet I see that burning in hell? Anyway, well, go see it. Make me a liar. Yeah, go see it. Now, he might say something different, but that fire was on. Anyway, all right, so that was to tell you about Father Jacob, but Father Jacob taught him how to use the bow and everything else. Yeah. And the fear fell upon them, and they ceased warring against us. Therefore, my father was free from anxiety and wars when I was with my brethren, for he saw the vision concerning me, that the angel of might followed me everywhere that I should not be overcome. And that's, remember that y'all have the same angels that are with y'all. Because they already told y'all Michael, which is the angel that intercede for us. Right. Then no, then tell you, show you how you have two angels, which is at all times. Well, one angel, some of y'all, but two angels. So I got more than two angels. Yes, I do. No. And so no, we want to see, I want to see them, but no, I know they're there. I know they're there. Well, I didn't see them before. I didn't see them before. Yeah, I didn't see them before. I don't know if it's the same one, but I didn't see them before. No, because like I told you, one day I was into baking cakes, and I was going to the store to get some no butter extract. Cause they got some butter extract, and I was going to get that, and I didn't know what brand to get, nothing like that. And I was looking at the brand, I couldn't make the decision. All of a sudden, that butter extract it flew off. It flew from the top. It flew down on the floor. Yeah, and that was my whole age giving me, showing what's one to be. No, I have certain things I'll be looking for, and I go look back in the same spot, and there's there. Certain days we try to have to say, now where's my old age to stop this from happening to me? Well, they do that here right now. Yeah, right. Then you got a minister angel come to you every night and teach you things. Yeah, you don't remember what they said. Very seldom, very rarely you remember what they teach you. But they come and teach you every night. They're holy angels talking to you and them have a good conversation. Oh, I got it. Next morning you wake up, I don't have it. Or you go try to write it down. Yeah, I'm not well, I guess eventually it might happen. And in the south there came upon us a greater war than that in Shisham. A greater war than that in Shisham. And I journeyed in battle array with my brother and pursued 1,000 men. 1,000 men. And slew of them 200 men and 4 kings. And I went up on the wall and I slew 4 mighty men. And so we captured Hazor and took all the spoil. Yeah. No, we know that. We know that. Yeah. Because remember, Simeon and Levi, they slew Shushan. Then after that, all of them went to war. Remember the first time they came up to her and the whole angel said, now y'all know y'all don't want to fight against these men. Then you know they just done. Yeah, and they backed them down. But then it happened again. And there was no back down the second time. He rolled them out. Man, you can't meet. You going on to brothers. And they already proved that they thick as Steve. Because when it came down and tell them that when it came down, they had tell their father what happened to Joseph. They made a pact, though. Nobody tell, and nobody told either, did they? All right. No, there was no ordinary men. He was godly, holy, righteous men. And they grew up that way. And God bless each one of them. Man, you won't be around them. Just like he showed you, people fighting bears and leopards and lions and anything else. Right. And it's slaughtered them. Nah, I just killed him. You can't have them. Well, let me skin them for you. Let me think about it. No. I don't take that rug and I don't bring that coat home. No, I don't make some sackcloth out of it. Then they go there and skin it. But they around blood and death all the time. All the time. And when you read it, you see that they was around blood and it was nothing for them to kill a man. Go read what Simeon said. Simeon kill a man, yeah, you're just a dead man. He's not gonna lose no sleep over. He's not gonna have no PTSD over. He ain't gonna have nothing with it. Have the reoccurring dream by the same man you killed come over to you every night over and over again, and you don't want to go to sleep because every time you wake up, before you wake up, you have that same dream. All right. Yeah, and that, Simeon didn't have that. Only time Simeon had effects like that when what he did to Joseph, and then he went and prayed, and then God, God took it away from him. But no, he told you. You and Simeon be talking, cut your neck off, head roll down there, and then go home, eat, and go to sleep. Now, Father Simeon. Go read it. Go read it. No, same thing with all of them. Yeah, they lose no sleep over you. Just another dead man. Ain't that he just another dead heathen, another dead enemy, another dead infidel who don't want to serve the Lord God. But that's how it's gonna be. Yeah. Either you're gonna serve him or you're gonna die. All right. Let's continue on. All right. And on the next day, when I departed to Artan, a strong city, a city strong and walled and inaccessible, threatened us with death. But I in glad approach on the east side of the city, and Reuben and Levi on the west, and they that were upon the wall, thinking that we were alone, were drawn down against us. No, the best, this is Judah telling this story, but if you go read the book of Jasher, yeah, just go read the book of Jasher. It's in there, it's in the book of Jasher. It goes into more detail and it tell you what happened to him in the book of Jasher. Man, no, boy, there was no joke, man. And you come over here and you land, you no. Anyway, now I ain't gonna say no more. Let's just keep going. But I Gad approach on the east side of the city, and Reuben and Levi on the west, and they were upon the wall, thinking that we were alone, were drawn down against us. So my brother secretly climbed up the wall on both sides by stakes and entered the city. And while the men knew it not, and we took it with the edge of the sword. And as for those who had taken refuge in the tower, we set fire to the tower and took both it and them. We took the tower and the people. Yeah. and as we departed from the men, a tapu set upon our spurs and delivered up to our sons, and we fought with them. All right, no, and as for Tapu, we slew them and burnt their city and took and spoiled all that was in it. Remember how they was reading stuff, man. Yeah. We're gonna do the same thing. But our war is different. We war with our words. Yeah, we don't get out there and we don't do all that. We tell you something's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen. That's it. Yeah. Would you hold angel come and say, and you might tell this old angel might come to you and say, well, what you think, what would you desire to happen to them? Then you go read the scripture, what you can do, what type of thing you can do to him, and then you say, that is acceptable. And the next thing you know, he'd be rolling down. You're on one side of town, on the other side of town. And his head be rolling down. Yeah. I'm just telling you. Just telling you. Now, give me a second. Oh, no, a few minutes anyway. A minute. When we came out of Egypt, It came out of Egypt, wasn't all that. The holy angels came there and did battle for us. They did battle and war for us. Go read it. We didn't read it before, Legend of the Jews. Now those holy angels battled and war for us. We didn't have to do nothing. We wasn't doing all that. All we had to do is say the word. When Moses and stuff was over there in that land, and there was all that foolishness, we had to do all that. God said, well, all you had to do is say the word, and I'll open up the earth and swallow our cohort. That's how it's going to be for us. We're having a dreams and vision of it right now. Yeah. No, I seen that fire come down. What you going to do to me? Okay. Next thing, no big old fireball coming down. That's why he showed you Elijah and Elisha, because that's how we walk. We walk with our words. That's why he showed you them. That's why he always telling you, reminding you of them. You on it now, well, then they got to write a comment. If you think if all you got to do is say, I asked the question, you just answer. So only Elijah and Elisha done that with words alone, posted. Did only Elijah and Elisha did that with words alone, or did only two was able to do that? Right. So yeah, nay. Just post it down. Just put down yeah, nay. Just write yeah, nay. Yeah. No, something else I wanted to tell y'all. It'll come back. No. That's why I say they should be very afraid of y'all. Because you guys know, well, I'm gonna call on Allah. And then you're gonna call on Allah. And then you're going in the back making bombs and got AKs and all that. He spoke against Muhammad. I'm gonna kill him. Now, Muhammad is a prophet. And he's supposed to have power. What do he need with you going out there and kill somebody and blow somebody up for? It never made sense to me then, and it does not make sense to me now. I'm going to Allah, and I'm going to ask Allah. And then you go out there and say, here's the will of God. Then you got the Jewish people. We believe in God. Yeah, bless the Jewish people, he's going to bless you. This is our war flagship that we just made and got all different type of weapons on, and we believe in our God, and we're waiting on our God. Yeah, and this is the new technology where we're doing all that. We have so many nuclear weapons, and we're going to go out there and bomb our rain and everything, because this is what we do. This is what we depend upon our God. That doesn't sound like they depend upon God at all. That sounds like you depending upon your father, the devil. You talk against them Jews and people. You know what they're going to do to them. What they're going to do to me. Tell me what they're going to do. Write it. Put it down. Call me on the telephone. Y'all have it. Email me. Y'all know what to do. Yeah. Because it's a big lie. It's a big false. They're Esau children. They believe in what? Come on, man. Man, just posted that. I don't know if we're going to go back way up there. I don't see if we're going to go up there. No, I don't see if we're going to go back. I don't think we're going to go back up there for him. Because he just posted that. Asa posted. Oh, man, look like it's going. Look like I don't see it, though. Asa, I mean, Belshazzar posted. Let me see. There it is right there. Yeah. Before God gave Israel the Torah, he approached every tribe and nation to offer them the Torah. Hereafter, that they might have no excuse to say, had the Holy blessed be he desired to give us the Torah, we should have accepted it. And we went to the children of Esau and said, we will accept the Torah. And they asked him, saying, what is written there? And he answered them, thou should not kill. And they all said, will thou perchance take from us the blessing which our father Esau was blessed? For he was blessed with the words, by that sword shall thou live. And we do not want to accept the Torah. See that? There, go read it. Go read it. Go read it. That's what I'm saying. I had truth like the Pharisee did Jesus in the hour 440. Yeah. I'm just telling you, I mean, if I'm a liar, you just post down and now. You know, we didn't call you another one of them big old whoppers you tell every day. Yeah. No, like I say, that's how you know the Esau, by our sword we shall live by. And how many people you know do that? Man, all the people down there in Argentina and Haiti and all the different places. Now, they might do something against each other, but they're not breaking God's law. About going out there where we going to war against Esau and all that. We don't do that part. We don't do that. We don't do we do not live by our sword. And if they out there doing all that, who taught them that? I know the Most High didn't teach me that. They got that from who? Esau. Watching television. Because I was doing the same thing growing up. I had forgot all about God and put my trust in an M16. Yeah. Or whatever weapon I learned how to use. Yeah. That's Esau no way. We don't do that like that. Oh God. Oh God, did you see what he done unto me? He been doing that all the time for me. Oh God, please, Most High God. What you want me to do toward my son? Yeah. The next thing you know, you're reading to them in the people. Read them out in the people. Yeah. That's how I'm just telling you. Just telling you. No. I mean, we mourn afterwards. Well, they had that bridge out there just collapsed. No, I ain't gonna say too much about it. Just leave it alone. Because I told you what they had been doing to me. They do it all the time. I ain't seen them post nothing yet on YouTube. Let's see if they posted it yet on YouTube. Cause they like to do. They like to put them filthy women up there. Let's see if they done it yet. No, today. All right. No, they ain't put no filthy women up there. Not yet, anyway. Well, what you thought nothing was gonna happen? And when God says it's gonna happen, all you gotta do is just do it and wait for it. It's gonna come to pass. Yeah. Because I'm telling you from experience. Yeah. Man, the people being done me something, I beat and forgot about it. Next thing you know, somebody come and tell me, so, well, you know, and so did you that? He's dead. Yeah, did you hear about what happened to that boy who did you that? He's dead. Yeah. So I don't worry about all that. But that's how we do. That's why they try to give you all this foolishness and get you away from God, because God said, all you got to do, I hear the prayers of my servants. I hear the prayers of Israel. My hand is not too short that I cannot save, nor my ears too dull that I cannot hear. I, the Lord your God. That's we don't have to do all that. We don't have to do that. Well, listen to him. We're going to have a meeting tonight, and we're going to sneak around and have the meeting. Right, and then we gonna see if we can go over there and buy one of these weapons of war, and this is what we're gonna do. Man, we don't do no foolishness like that. That's not us. I don't go home and cry and pray, and I don't do what I need to do, and I ask God to chastise these people. All right. Did you hear the news? Wow. The rivers are drying up. Did you hear the news? They got drought everywhere. Did you hear the news? The famine that. Did you hear the news? They calling it global warming. And you sit down there and say, all right, you can call it whatever you want. Then you go right there and pick it up and read the prophecy. That nation that enslaved you, that nation that evil entreated you, I will judge. These are the 10 plagues. These are the 10 plagues that I will chastise them with. These are the 10 plagues I prepared for the heathen beforehand. These are the 10 plagues I prepared for the heathen and your enemies beforehand. I'm just telling you what's going on. Because you'll be lying, you've been lying to you all those many years now, you know the truth. Right. Well, then run up on you. And they're going to run up on you and they're going to feel something, push him all the way back. He didn't even raise his hand. What was that happened to me? Yeah. That's his God. We told you. As long as they're doing something wrong, you don't have nothing to worry about. But the minute they start repenting, going back to your God, to their God, we got everything to worry about. I'm just telling you. I know I'm saying in a joking manner, but they know I'm telling the truth. All right. The Hawaii River is drying up now as well. Yeah. Yeah. No, you got something else coming. Got something else coming. Just be patient. No, I told you that. I told you that's another plague. So I had one of those swabs. Another man had another swab. Another man had another swab. But the thing about it, the one that said he had it first, the one that said he was gonna kill me, so I'm gonna kill you, right? And then when the two men came there, the next let's say, because Rio was one of them, and I don't know, it was one of Rio's friends, and he came there and he said, and I told him, say, this man said he's gonna kill me. What? And Rio go get on the telephone. Yeah, with that thing in his head, and the both of them had one hand and said, let me see. And Rio go on the telephone and said, let me see how to use this thing. And Rio get the thing and learn how to use it and put it on. I don't know, it might have been me, you know, this shape giving the man. And then the friend would say, man, I gotta be scared of you. I gotta watch out for you, man. You just been on there and you did that. Now he was covered in that film and everything. And we took the rides and walked off. He still telling me, I'm still gonna kill you. That was his brief yesterday, I told y'all. No, I you know, after you settle down a while and all think about it, and God show you what it is. All right. Behold, I'll make thee a new sharp fresh instrument with teeth. So did y'all get your, because it's more than one way, because mine was like, I told you mine was like, no, not a triad. No, it was like that. Mine was just like a pitchfork, but not with the third. This was two, one on this side, one on this side, and then they had the jagged edge, like you see a jagged knife like that. And I was doing like that, and it spin around. And I didn't know what that means. I didn't. I said, man, that's a pitchfork. But the thing going around, and then go, you know, you start thinking about it. I said, man, they had the jagged edge on there. Then you might see a movie or something like that. Because I think I was watching, and they said the knife had teeth on it. Yeah, and they showed the knife. I forgot it was one of the pictures I was watching. Might have been no, that's all. No, Miami something with H and all that. I don't know the name of that picture. So it might have been a picture like that, or X-Files. Yeah, the X-Files, they had John Dawkins and that man that killed John Dawkins, had that black man on it. And he said, tried to hit her upward, but he missed. And he made a miss, and he was mad, and they showed the jagged edge and stuff there on that knife. Yeah, and so that's a movie. Y'all got y'all's different. I remember Jazzy getting his. His was like a giant comb, but like a giant rake with teeth. And somebody else had another one. He had he said, I got a big old giant rake with long teeth in there. I said, man, that ain't what that is. I said, that's a new threshing instrument with teeth. Jerry he made Jerry. Jerry got his teeth and everything. Yeah. I don't know. Y'all didn't got y'all. I mean, I remember y'all telling me when y'all got y'all. Yeah. All right. Thou shalt crush the mountains and beat them small, and thou shalt make the hills as shaft. Thou shalt fain away. Thou shalt fan them, the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in the Lord, and shall glory in the Holy One. So y'all didn't get your, I know, Jared, you can't say you didn't get yours, you just got yours. All right, no, I forgot how Asa's was. I remember Jaziel's, how his was. No, y'all got no stretching instrument with teeth. Yes, y'all did. All right. Think about it. Let's think about it. Because it might look like a rake, it might look like a pitchfork, it might have been real teeth like Jared did. Right. No, I forgot how y'all's go. Because I told you about Jaziel came and his was gold. He had received the teeth with gold on it. Mine didn't come like that. I had to wait before I got my gold and stuff like that. All right. Anyway, no, I'm just telling you how it was. And when I was at the water of Cosby, the men of Jabal came against us to battle, and we fought with them and routed them. Because another thing I'm gonna read now, they you know they don't like us nowhere we go at. There go one of them already. But you got your brothers and everything, or you just by yourself, and they don't know who you are, and they come run up on you, and you wear them out. No, because I seen they killed that young boy in Greek that time, and he was running from them with that mob mentality. He's running with the rain. Even if I was still in Christianity, I wouldn't rain. Because that's a bully mentality. I mean, I done fought against a lot of bullies and a lot of people wanted to do stuff to me. And with their friends and everything behind them, like we gonna jump him. You are, huh? No. I mean, this ain't for y'all though. Y'all men and grown up now. But when you're kids, you just no, it's the same thing now. If you remember, he was a young kid. That boy was no more than 20 going over there, and they didn't puff him up like he's equal and he can go do those things. That's how they puff you up. Not knowing that it's not, not knowing that he couldn't. Right. And then he never had no experience of fighting because he ran. Right. And he had no experience facing no mob. Yeah. For his mistake he did, he had no business being there. I just go places with people. But hey, God was me, and he shouldn't have ran from the beginning. I mean, he had no business being over there by himself. And because you over there, you want to go over there with a soldier you don't know. That's why I read that again today. That's why the Lord God tried us now, so when the battle starts, we won't run. We'll stay there and walk when the battle starts. Right? You go trying to fight, so you know when the battle starts, you're not gonna run. You're gonna stay fight. Yeah. They weren't gonna jump. They jumped him because he rained. If he wouldn't have rained, they weren't gonna do him nothing. Always no, he in the mob mentality like that. Because a lot of people don't know how to handle that, right? A lot of things he could have done. A lot of things he could have done, but he just had to be strong and show that self a man in that situation. A young kid, he didn't know no better. And it cost him his life. Yeah. Proud, arrogant, and boasted, puffed up, boastful, running behind the things of this world, things of this life. Yeah. Because you can psych yourself up. Because every place is not the same. Everywhere you go is not the same. It's not the same. And you going there now, he was there with other people, right? He didn't know if Dad was going to have his back or not. He didn't know whether they was going to have his, man, they evidently didn't have it, did they? All right. Anywho, because I hate to see that woman and husband go through that. Just like with Trayvon Martin. Yeah. No, because people know. Some people know. I was with one of my cousins one day, and he be around there all the time because he like into cahoots with them and everything. But I've been in the military. I had got out the military and everything. And so me and him was walking and see the dude start huffing and puffing, going at him and doing all that stuff. I said, "Come on, cuz, let's go." And we jump in the car and go. And then when we got in the car, see, only reason why he's doing that because he got his gun on him. That's why he's doing that. Yeah. So a lot of huff and puff when they got the advantage over you. So you got to know those things. Something else I wanted to tell you. So that's what they do when they got a weapon on them. They extra brave. When they got, the one who was doing it, he was extra brave because he had all the men behind him. At least he thought he had. He reigned. Rain. Anyway, let me get off. Notice our father Judah, and he telling you, right? Notice it Cosby, the men of Jobel came against us to battle, and we fought with them and routed them, and their allies from Shiloh we slew. And we did not leave them power to come against us. Well, Trayvon Martin, like I said, only reason why George Zimmerman did that to Trayvon and hauled him down like that because he had a weapon. He knew Trayvon didn't have no weapon. He already knew Trayvon didn't have a weapon. Then he knew Trayvon was a kid and he had no experience in battle or anything else. And that's why he was able to do that to that child. Right. Yeah. You go to what's that? George Floyd. They was able to do that to George Floyd because George Floyd was going to comply with the officers. No matter what they tell him to do, he was going to comply because he had been in those type of situations before, and that's why they was able. Let's continue. No, because God tell you all the time, King Solomon, because that's another thing, we not obeying the voice, keeping the commandments, or keeping the Holy Covenant. When those young men came to King Solomon and wanted the wisdom of King Solomon, and they stayed there for a long time and didn't feel like they was getting no wisdom or nothing like that, so they wanted to leave. And King Solomon paid them and he left, but one of them came back. And one of them told him, say, I didn't come here for no money. I came here to learn wisdom. And he gave him, imparted him with 3 things, right? Never travel at night. He imparted him with that. There's 3 things that he told him to do. But one of them was never travel at night. That was one of them he told him, never travel at night. And yeah, never travel at night. Go, somebody can post it. Legend of the Jews. King Solomon told him, and 3 men came up to him, and he imparted them with three lessons. He imparted them. The last one was, and so the men, the men went down and said, "I'm going to bed," and the other 2 said, "Well, we going on." Right, and he remembered King Solomon, so don't go nowhere. The next morning, when they found out what happened to the other 2. All I can do is just tell you, because those things that applied then, some of those rules still apply right now today. All right. Anyway, let's continue on. All right. And the men of Mekar came upon us the fifth day to seize our spoil, and we attacked them and overcame them in a fierce battle. For there was a host of mighty men amongst them, and we slew them before they had gone up the ascent. Another thing, because you watching all these Asian pictures and everything, and you've seen, I watched Yagami Ito, that's his name, Yagami Ito, or Yagami Yamoto. No, it really was a pornographic film, but they took that part out of it and they just made a regular look. It seemed to be a regular film. Him and that little boy traveling around with that sword, right? And if you want, now you come and find out they had a black samurai sword, and he was a man of renown. But we start getting deep into it and find out that our people, was swordsmen, men of renown. Yes, they were. You don't want to come against Joab, Joab. You don't want to come against Joab. All right, you didn't want to come against none of his brothers. Yeah, they were men of renown. No, we don't do nothing like that. We don't have to do that. I actually asked the question, was Elisha and Elijah was the only two that was able to say the word and it would be performed. I asked you that. All right, got a few seconds left. I asked you that, say yeah or nay. All right. Because you listen to other people and still, because that's the thing about it. Nay. See? There you go. I know Jared gonna say he's a prophet. Jared said, I'm a prophet. I know it. Right. They were not the only ones. Right. All they had to do is open up your mouth. Apostle Paul, Lord God, Jesus, the disciples. Yeah, they open up their mouth and show you the thing was happening. If it wasn't their time to die, you better watch out. If it wasn't their time to die, you better go ahead on, leave them alone. Because it's not their time and something's going to happen to you. Because God didn't send them on no mission without any power. Well, I'm not going to go into all of them, but let's take one per hand. Just one. Let's go to Father Isaiah and Father Isaiah, Father Hezekiah. And Sennacherib army came against Father Isaiah with 400-something men. And said, this is what we're going to do to you. Right? God said here, yeah, you're going to be drinking in your own piss and eating your own dung. That's what he told him. And Father Hezekiah said, oh, no, this is going to happen. Ran there, oh, Most High God, I have truly sinned. Please forgive me for the men. Oh, Lord, they plan on to do it to your holy city. And I mean, I'm just saying, I'm paraphrasing it. And what happened the next morning? 400,000 men, all of them was dead men in the morning. That one angel went through there and killed them all. Father Hezekiah just opened up his mouth. The next morning, all of them was dead men. I'm telling you. All right. Because y'all had the same type of power. All right. Well, you go in on. I'm just telling you, all of them had the same type of, we all have the same type of power. Open up your mouth. Remember, it's as needed. It's not no cheap magician trick and all like that. Remember, y'all are holy, righteous men who depend upon the Most High for everything, for protection, food, drink, everything. And that's what we depend upon. And he knows it in here. There's something happened to you, find out. The old ages know. The old ages ain't nothing that happened to you. They don't want to answer to God because something didn't happen to his servant. What happened? You don't want to have that. Three brothers had served under him for 13 years and disappointed as not having learned anything. They made up their minds to quit the service. Solomon gave them the alternative of receiving 100 coins each of being taught wise sayings. And they decided to take the money. And he has scarcely left the town when the youngest of the three, regardless of the protest of his two brothers, hastened back to Solomon and said to him, "My lord, I did not take service under thee to make money. I wanted to acquire wisdom. Pray, take back thy money and teach me wisdom instead." And Solomon therefore imparted the following 3 rules of the conduct to him. When thou travel abroad, set out on that journey with the dawn and turn in from night before darkness fall. Do not cross a river that is swollen. They broke that. They break that all the time. And never betray a secret to a woman. Right. Now, that was his day. That's what he said. And the man quickly overtook his brothers, but he confided nothing to them of what he had learned from Solomon. They journeyed on together, and at the approach at the 9th hour, 3 hours after noon, they reached a suitable spot in which to spend the night. And the youngest brother, mindful of Solomon's advice, proposed that they stop there. The other taunted him with his stupidity. The others taunted him with his stupidity, which they said he had begun to display when he carried his money back to Solomon. Yeah, that was to say he became stupid when he started listening to her. Yeah, when he started listening to Elijah, that man then lost all his damn mind. That's probably saying that. Anyway, let's continue. The 2 proceeded on their way, but the youngest arrayed in his quarters for the night. So he went home for the night. And when the darkness came on with the nipping cold, he was snug and comfortable, while his brother was surprised by a snowstorm in which they perished. So they was killed. Not obeying the voice, nor keeping the commandment. And the following day, he continued his journey, and on the road, he found the dead bodies of his brothers, having appropriated the money. He buried them and went on. And when he reached a river that was very much swollen, he bore Solomon's advice in mind, and delayed the cross until the flood subsided. And while standing on the bank, he observed how some of the king's servants was attempting to ford the stream with beasts laden with gold, and how they were borne down by the flood. After the water had abated, he crossed appropriated gold stripped down the animals. Because he had the wisdom of Solomon. He obeyed the voice and keep the commandment. That's why God instilled us what he told us. If you seek me with your whole heart, then you shall find me. And then what? Then I'll reveal my mystery and secret to you. Then another thing, what he told us, I reveal my mystery and secrets to who? My servants, the prophets. All right. I didn't know this, man. Could you imagine? I know y'all, most of y'all young men, they even reach y'all full strength yet. Could you imagine 40, 50, 60, 70 years, never knowing of this, never seen it? And that's why you see a lot of our people right now full of sickness and disease. All they have to do is obey the voice, keep the commandments. It's just that simple. Obey the voice, keep the commandments. When the Jehovah's Witness came to me today with that foolishness, man, I've seen that man now, he got died in his house trying to pretend that he's young. And she over there with jewels on her arms and everything, can't look up at me. Hair fried and hot, fingernails red. Yeah, coach, you know, she got her fingernails done, she got her toenails done, and she found him that both of them have on masks. He got on the black mask over his face. She got the clear thing over her face so you can see her face and how pretty she is and her makeup and her lipstick. That's how she has it on. Everything of this world. But you're going to claim to that day of God. Anyway, let's continue on. So stripped down the animals. When he returned home, wealthy and wise, he told nothing of what he had experienced, even to his wife, who was very curious to find out where her husband had obtained his wealth. Yeah, man, all that money from. Wait on, baby. So long we got it, we can live comfortably. I didn't steal it. I didn't do nothing wrong. And finally, she plied him so closely with questions that Solomon's advice about confiding a secret to a woman was quite forgotten. Once, when his wife was quarreling with him, she cried out, "See the fight? You know the fight coming. I don't care. No. We know the fight coming." That's a Doninger. Doninger, do we know that a fight is coming? All right. Because there's a fight coming, right? No. All right. So it's fine to know they had a fight. Yeah, confined and see the word of God. Once when his wife was quarreling, she was fighting with him. She cried out, "Not enough that thou didst murder thy brothers, thou desires to kill me too." I've been in a situation like that. Now you innocent as could be, but they howling, they screaming, they crying, and they make people think he did all this, and they the one who done it. No, I'm just telling you. That man, he don't know what happened to him. He doesn't. The coach for no, that coach. Wait a minute, not the Knicks coach, Boston coach. Yeah, Boston coach. He was messing with that woman. Rather, the woman was messing with him. He don't know. He don't know. Did she cry anything? Did you hear her say anything? All right. Now, what you think? One of the top head coaches took him to the championship. He flashed all there. And on top of that, he dating Nia Long, the movie star, the actress that supposedly so fine and beautiful and gorgeous, and she everywhere. I'm gonna fix that sword. So yeah, that little I'm gonna take her man. I'm gonna show her that I can take the man. Yeah, I'm gonna take her man. I'm gonna wear him out. I'm gonna have his nose so open he gonna even now. Watch. And he go there and seduce. He think he doing all of it. Now she done seduced him and did everything, and now he done lost it all and gotta stay a whole Boston Celtics right there. And so he gotta stay out for here, and he think he the one that now and she done all that to him. Same thing happened to Kobe Bryant. He thought he was the one that controls you, did it all. Yeah, don't get him. I'm tired of living this type of lifestyle. Because they do it all the time. They do it all the time. That We Too movement and all that. All you gotta do wait. Your turn coming. Yeah. And they'll say that lie so many times. And other people hear it and they think that's the truth. And when did that happen? Something that happened when it was childhood, long time ago. And they bring it down like it just happened. You listen to it, just like if you go listen to Joyce Meyer. The man is dead and gone, the woman is dead and gone. You let her tell a story. You think they're alive and well, and this just happened yesterday. And that's how a liar is. A liar will tell you something that happened many, many, many moons ago. And you listen to them, and they'll make you think that just happened yesterday. It happened decades ago. I'm telling you how they do. Anyway, let's continue on. All right. When they came up against Bill Cosby, and they made you think that Bill Cosby did all this, and this just happened recently. Statute of limitation, everything's on. Let's go back. I was telling you because it happens. Women get mad. And then once they get mad, they snap and everything come out of their mouth. They don't care what come out of their mouth. They just want to hurt you. because you might not be giving them what they want to give them at that time. You might not be doing what they want you to do at that time. And they might know that you messing with somebody else. I don't get it. They might know that you messing with this now because they got men out there sleeping with the daughters, and they know it. Boy, look at all that he giving my daughter. You think I don't know? I know, and I'm gonna fix him. Next thing you know, he in jail doing murder time. Anyway, let's continue on. I won't get off subject. Let's go. All right. And once when the wife was quarreling with him, she cried out, "Not enough that thou murderest thy brothers." The House of Seven Gables. That is what Vincent Price, that's the name of the House of Seven Gables. It's on Roku right now. Yeah, it's something like it. Yeah. Not enough that thou didst murder thy brother, thou desires to kill me too. Therefore, he was charged with murder of their husband by the two sisters-in-law. He was tried, condemned to death, and escaped the hangman only when he told the king the story of his life. And he was recognized as his former retainer, King Solomon. He told it to King Solomon. Yeah, that would say he was condemned to death and escaped the hangman only when he told the king the story of his life, King Solomon. And he was recognized as his former retainer. King Solomon recognized him. And he was with the reference to this man's adventure that Solomon said, "Oh, acquired wisdom, she is better than gold and much fine. She is better than gold and much fine gold." So King Solomon said it, but yeah, King David said it too. Also, all right, yeah. I don't do just tell y'all, man. What you want me to do? How you think I learned it? God told it to me, and I'm telling it to y'all. Now I'm back to y'all. Wait a minute, let me finish this because Belteshazzar just start posting. All right. So they attacked and overcome them, fierce battle. There was hosts of mighty men amongst them, and slew them before they had gone up to the ascent. And when they came to their city, their women rolled up on a stone. That's in no, that's that. I mean, I can really remember this. That's in the book of Jasher. Yeah, and the women rolled up on stones from the brow of the hill on which the city stood. And I and Simeon hid ourselves behind the town, and seized upon the heights and destroyed the city also. Yeah. All right. No, this is our father Judah. We just gonna have to wait. Yeah. Yes, fight coming. Oh, Doninger. No. All right. There's like all the stuff going on in the world where all the strange nations get punished. All the people are dying by hundreds, and only the stalk God hears our prayers. That's right. Because what do you think what we've been doing? Well, you'll see. All right. Let's see if I am valid. Now you know I'm going to read this. I know you didn't change. Yeah, I see you didn't change. All right. Notice he woke up this morning. After I woke up this morning, I went look out the window. I thought it was raining. It wasn't raining. But there was a heavy mist of fog covering on the window screen. The dewdrops looked diamonds. Whoa, the dewdrops looked like diamonds. So I touched the window and put it on my forehead. And then, oh man, then at 6:52, 6:54, 6:5, 6, 6, 5, 8, 7, 7:04. A ship on the ocean blew its horn, sounding like a trumpet. Each time it was 4 seconds long. Oh man. No, 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 no. Uh-uh. He can go to King David. Yeah, 65, chapter 65. Let's see. Before we go, that's Yehuda, man. You know, Yehuda got a different type of no, it's really good. Yeah, he have a different way of God showing them things in different ways. And it's really good. Yeah. That's 65. Well, I don't think they have 652. Not in this. I think you go down to 652. I told you it doesn't. All right. No. You gotta go to 65. Either 65 with him or 65 with Father Isaiah. That's 65. Yeah. Well, let's see. 50. All right. O thou that hearest prayers, unto thee shall all flesh come. That's where it's at. All right. Blessed is the man who thou choosest and calls to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in the coast, and we shall be satisfied with the goodness of thy house, even of the holy temple. All right, 656. Which by his strength sitteth fast the mountain, and being girded with power. All right. No, he's gonna put the ones in between. You're gonna find out that it really is. Thou also that dwellest in the utmost part are afraid at thy tokens. Thou makest the outgoings of the morning and evening to rejoice. That's it. That's it. Yeah, so because he's been doing it all the time. All right. No, he got another one up there. Yeah, he got another one up there. 7, 65, 8, and 7. I don't know. Let's see. 65 and 8. Well, I say 65 and 8. Right. Then he got 7. I don't know. That's Psalm 70. Let's see what it says. All right. But not all of it. 7 to 704. All right. O God, deliver me. Make haste to help me, O Lord. Let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and put to confusion that desires my hurt. Let them be turned back for reward of their shame that say, aha, aha. Let all those that seek thee rejoice and be glad in thee. Let such as love thy salvation say, continue, let the God be magnified. All right, no, that's it. That's Psalms. He's been saying Psalms all the time. So God bless him. Yes, fight coming over my head. Let me know verbally. All right. All right, we're gonna let you know. All right, it's prayer time. It's prayer time and posted. All right. Down is prayer time. I know you might have been dozed off and went to sleep. That's one of those. That's from yesterday. And that's a headache from yesterday. That stress she put on herself and coming out in her body. Yeah. Have mercy upon us, O Lord God of all. Have mercy upon us, O Lord God of all, and behold us. And send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hands against a strange nation. Let them see their powers. Thou was magnified, as thou was sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no God but thou, O God. Show no sign, make other strange one. Glorify thy hand, thy right arm, that he may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation, pour out wrath, take away the adversary, destroy the enemy. Make the time sharp. Remember the covenant, and let them declare thy wonderful works. Let him perish. No, let him perish. Oh man. No, because if I don't get the right rhythm in time, I'm not gonna say it right. All right. Let him that escape it be consumed by the rage of fire. Let them perish that oppress the people. Smite the son of heads of the ruler of the heathen that say there's no other but we. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together and have them as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that are called by thy name, and on Israel, whom thou hast named that firstborn. O be merciful unto Jerusalem, thy holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with the unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony to those that thou hast possessed from the beginning. Raise up prophets that has been in thy name. Reward those that wait for thee, and let their prophets be found faithful. O Lord, have mercy upon thy servant. O Lord, hear the prayer of thy servant. According to the blessing of Aaron, O that people, that all that dwell upon earth may know that thou art the Lord, the eternal God. Keep saying it, get better and better. Let's go. Come on, darling. If you're still woke, she probably asleep. And she probably knocked out. And she's gonna wake up and say, I missed that prayer. No. Come on now. No. Yeah, she probably asleep. I know how that goes, man. I know how it goes, yeah. I have some bad days, some sick days, but I pray. And I don't ask him to take it away from him. I just ask him not to let it be bad. Yeah, don't let it be bad. Yeah. Yeah, and then it doesn't be that bad. It be something unusual like a bump, a burrow. They'll last, it'll last, it'll hurt for that little while. A spider bite or something like that. Yeah. No. So anyway. Man, God loves y'all. And God did everything for y'all. You just got to get away from what they taught you. There she go. You got to get away from what they taught you and stick what the Most High is teaching you. You're not going to like everything I say. And everything I say is not going to hit you the same way. But you still have to be patient with yourself because God will be trying you. Yeah, God will be trying y'all. He's still trying y'all. Because he won't go trying the fire. I read that again this morning. For y'all to stand up in the day of the battle of the Lord. So when y'all see those demons and Satan in its full strength, yeah, like in the book of like in the Gospel of Bartholomew, see them big old wings on him and his dreaded face and his big old feet and all them behind him with all that yelling and hollering and hooping, and you just stand up there. In your mind, you're saying, listen to this damn fool. Yeah, that's in your mind, you're saying that, and you're waiting on, come on. No, because that's what they was doing, because they get everything for us. That's what they was doing in the Hobbits. Remember that Lord of the Rings, when they got ready for the battle? This, I don't know if that was a third one. And when the people come up against them, and all of them, they howling, screaming, and the orcs, they want to battle, and they got the people with the pointy ears, and all of them ready for the do battle and everything, because they were supposed to represent the holy angels. And the orcs now, they represent the demon of Sarabon. That's what they represent. No, in Return of the King, remember they go in that cave and hear all that whispering and everything. And they go in there, and with those people there, that they represent Ephraim children that got killed. That's what they represent. Yeah. They yeah, they're movies where you think they get it from. All right. If you go watch Romeo and Juliet and Rosalind and all that, what they be doing? How many different times have they told those stories and how in the different ways they have told it? Right. So that's the same thing they do to us. Get one of them say, "Oh, this is how I imagine it, and this is how we gonna do it." And then when you look at it, they'll go look at any one of those pictures, still come and say, "Oh, this is what I want to tell you." Before I go, you know, they had all of them doing it. When you listen to those leaders and those people that being put in office right now, so the president of that was Brazil, they just had an election, and the man holds up the OK sign. I saw no, he's not the only one I saw doing it. I saw the president of Turkey doing it. Yeah, I done seen senators, congressmen doing it. Yeah, man, pastor, preachers, teachers doing it. Yeah. Mm-mm. No, no, no. Not the people doing it. Yeah. That time gonna come. Give Caesar what belongs unto Caesar. Give God what belongs unto God. And give me mine. Jesus said, the eternal bless thee and keep thee, the eternal make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious to thee. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord, and thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. This is not by might nor power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah. Until next time.